Hi, this is Beckho Hyun, novelist and religious expert in Korea. If you are planning to visit South Korea, most likely you will drop by Bongeun Temple nearby COEX. I bet you will be surprised by the beauty of the temple, but I'm afraid you would be interested in the column couplets, on the wooden columns attached each and every building in the temple. More often than not, the guides or the monks could not explain what those couplets are talking about. These series of vidoes are designed to give you some information on the meanings of those couples versus the Western equivalent thological interpretations for better understanding. I hope you enjoy it. First of all, let's go to the main hall. The exact meaning of the building is the Hall of Great Hero. You can see 3 Chinese charters on the singboard. It reads, the ancient and middle-aged writing direction of Chinese character was from right to left. So if we turn the 3 letters according to the modern direction, it reads. Now, from the left, the meaning of the 3 characters are Great, Hero, and Hall. Great Hero here means Sakyamuni, the initiator of Buddhism. Sakyamuni is called Great Hero, or Emperor of Awakening, in Buddhist Canons. In Sanskrit, Great Hero is Mahavira, so the building could be called Mahaviral Hall, but Mahavira sometimes points to the 24th supreme preacher of Jainism, so to aoivd any possible confusion, I think just calling the main hall would be okay. Now, we finally came to the 6 columns of this main hall of Bongeun Temple. These 6 couplets are describing a lot of Buddhas. Is Buddha one or many? This question is so similar to the Trinity controversy in Christian theology. To make long story short, the more early form of Buddhism, i.e., Hinayana Buddhism, only talks about Sakyamuni, the figure in history as a physically existent being. But later when Hinayana Buddhism began, they mentioned a lot of Buddhas throughout time and space. The first couplet reads, the meaning of each Chinese character is clear pure truth body Viroka na Buddha, where Virokana means illuminating or the sun. This truth body is the ultimate source of truth or reality of the universe, so it applies to God the Father in Christian theology. But there is difference between the two. In the West, God, the Father, has not only the attribute of truth or reality, but person. In contrary, the truth body is not a personal entity, but mechanical operation of truth or reality. By the way, here is a conundrum.
Now, we finally came to the 6 columns of this main hall of Bongeun Temple. These 6 couplets are describing a lot of Buddhas. Is Buddha one or many? This question is so similar to the Trinity controversy in Christian theology. To make long story short, the more early form of Buddhism, i.e., Hinayana Buddhism, only talks about Sakyamuni, the figure in history, as a physically existent being, but later when Hinayana Buddhism began, they mentioned a lot of Buddhas throughout time and space. The first couplet reads, the meaning of each Chinese character is clear pure truth body Virosena Buddha, where Virakana means illuminating or the sun. This truth body is the ultimate source of truth or reality of the universe, so it applies to God the Father in Christian theology. But there is difference between the two. In the West, God the Father has not only the attribute of truth or reality, but person. In contrary, the truth body is not a personal entity, but mechanical operation of truth or reality. By the way, here is a conundrum. Traditionally, Buddhism does not recognize the creator of the universe. So if you ask a Mahayana monk whether or not the Virakana Buddhas is a creator or not, he would be very perplexed. The second couplet is, the meaning of each Chinese character is complete filling resultant body Nosana Buddha, where Nosana means Lakana, which is in turn a short form of Virakana. This is the place where confusion comes. But the shortened form means wisdom rather than illuminating or the sun by the full spelling form. The emphasis here is on the word resultant, which stress the importance of training a Buddha and its resultant fruition. Now, you might notice the equivalent of this second Buddha. Nosana Buddha corresponds to the God the Spirit in the Christian theology of the West, which is the reaching out of the source to man. The third couplet is, and its literal meaning is 1,100 embodiment body Sakyamuni Buddha.
The first 3 characters means a great number, so totally it means there are innumerable, embodied Buddhas like Sakyamuni in the universe. This corresponds to God the Son, Jesus Christ, and many mature saints in Christian theology. Now, we notice this 3 Buddhas rightly correspond to Trinity in the Bible. By the way, you are advised to know that some scholars think the 3 Buddha bodies theory stemmed from Greece philosophy and Christian theology delivered via Alexander the Great's East conquest. The fourth is, each meaning being 9 grade leading teacher Amitabha Buddha. There is a Buddha called Amida Buddha, who is considered as leading people into a paradise according to 9-grade classification based on their resultant good works in this world.
The fifth couplet is, each letter meaning at once, coming, down here, living world, Mirek, venerable Buddha. Mirek means Maitreya, who is regarded future Buddha, to come. This naturally corresponds to the second coming of Jesus Christ. The sixth, the last, is each meaning 10, direction, 3 times 1, all, each and every Buddha. This is so interesting. Now the column is talking about so innumerable Buddhas across all directions and throughout times. This is the cosmology or cosmography of Buddhism.